All right, guys. Well, I'm back today with what has the potential to be one of the absolute best high value and budget red dots you could possibly get for under $70. We're going to be doing a full test and evaluation, and I've already been running this optic on top of this AR. And if everything goes well with the torture test or the water bottle beatdown down at the range, I am giving this my thumbs up for the absolute best under 70. If you're watching this video at the release, you know how we do. I secure the discounts as much as possible, and all of that info will be in the description below, as well as the linking. Now, that is an Amazon affiliate link, so if you decide to click on it, helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. Now, the way I found this company was very interesting. They actually reached out to me on Instagram wanting to confirm me reaching out to them asking for optics. Somebody was faking being the channel and asking for free stuff. And I said, no, that wasn't me. At the time, I don't know if this was available. After a while of searching Amazon, I was really looking for something in this price range that did a little bit more than some of the other budget red dots I was reviewing. Saw this one and reached back out and said, all right, it's actually me this time. I am requesting a few samples to test and evaluate, and these guys were nice enough to send them out and sponsor this video, and I'm really glad they did because these have been performing great at the range. Some highlights that make this stand out over others in this price range or in this price category, even more expensive than this, is the fact that these have flush turrets with no caps, yet it's still IPX7 waterproof rated. When they are this flush with the housing, they are actually protected by the housing themselves, making this more resistant to impacts, also making it more resistant to snags. You actually see a lot of these similar designs on red dots costing $150 to $300. So to see it incorporated at the really low price point of $70 and even cheaper with some of the links in the description below and discounts, that's a great deal right there. The other cool thing is it is a slim profile design. It doesn't have a ton of stuff sticking out to obscure your vision. Again, more indicative of a high-end red dot. The other thing is the glass is crystal clear. Probably some of the clearest glass I've seen on a red dot under 150 bucks. And again, we are talking about less than half that price. It also gets insanely bright. Another problem of a lot of high value and budget red dots is the fact that the dot can be a little bit dim at the brightest setting for certain lighting situations where you're looking at bright sun or at white targets in bright sun or sand or snow. This one gets plenty bright for every lighting situation. It also has this shake awake or auto on technology to where it turns off after a few minutes to save battery life, but as soon as it senses the slightest bit of motion, it automatically turns back on. And I've been testing that now for about 2 weeks, and it's been working great, so no issues there. The emitter is actually buried out of the way at the bottom of the optic, so it doesn't obscure your view when you're looking down. Again, something that you would generally find on a more premium red dot. There's two mounting solutions for this red dot, a low profile mount and the standard mount that you see here, and it locks up rock solid, and even though it's skeletonized, it's fairly thick, and I like to see that. I'd rather have a heavier, more durable mount than a skeletonized lightweight mount, and I haven't had any issues with this walking loose or shifting zero down at the range. It's got up to a 40,000 hour battery life, and on top of that, they're actually offering some warranties through Amazon. So that's pretty cool. And this is really, I believe, only sold through Amazon. There may be other places, but that's what I'm recommending because of that warranty and the guarantee that Amazon has. It says everybody gets 60 days risk-free shopping and a 3-year technical warranty, which is something you don't see on budget red dots. I know a lot of guys kind of knock some of the budget red dots I review on the channel, but when you're talking about the specs and features that you see in this design, when you see the warranty, when you see the price of this optic and its performance down at the range, hands down, it's one of the greatest at this price. But enough talk, and let's head down to the range one more time and do the water bottle beatdown. That is going to really tell a lot. We've broken a lot of optics like that, so hopefully this one survives. I'm not cutting it any slack whatsoever because I think this has a ton of potential. Let's beat it up, and a huge shout out to AAC for sponsoring the ammo to help make this video, but let's head down to the range. Now for the water bottle test. It's where we beat the optic with a full bottle of water to apply G-forces, and honestly, we've broken a lot of optics. I want to give a huge shout out to today's ammo supporter, AAC. A little bit more about them in a minute, but I'm running their 62 grain stuff. We're going to be taking 3 shots to confirm 0 on target, then beat it up and see how it performs. So here is our group right here. We are shooting at the number 7. Now this is an older target, but I forgot the other targets at home. So we will count the shots when we're done to make sure we don't get any flyers. But in total, there will be 12 shots, 3 to confirm, 9 during the beatdown. Let's see if this shifts 0. Generally, anything smaller than the size of my hand is a complete pass. Anything smaller than the size of my fist is really like top tier passing this test. Again, we've broken many mounts, many optics with this test, whether they're expensive or cheap. This is a good, solid test across the board. But enough talking, let's beat this thing up and see how it does. So this is the ammo we are using, the HHC-B22 grain ammo. They also have 55 grain ammo and match grade ammo. For more info, you can head over to my campsite and definitely check it out. There's a lot of good opportunities over there, not just stuff like AAC, but again, a huge shout out to these guys for sending this over for the test. But now let's beat this thing up and see how it does. We're gonna start off with this water bottle and go ahead and beat this optic and see if it shifts 0. We have buttons exposed on the side so we could potentially break those, the battery compartment, and we're gonna smack this at the top a lot too. Here we go. We will continue to beat this up all in one take so there's no cuts whatsoever. This is also a good test of the mount to see if any screws lock loose or anything like that. We've got these YouTube compliant mags here. Don't want to break any rules. And final beatdown. Not going to cut it any slack on the fronts, on the sides. Let's go check. Oh guys, that is looking really good. That is absolutely awesome. Probably one of the best results we've ever had. It's going to be hard to count these shots, but it looks like every single one of them is right there. We still have the same shots above, so nothing was stringing, nothing was walking loose. The optic is solid, nothing skipped on or off. That is absolutely amazing. This optic performed well, especially at the price. Definitely one of the best ones I've ever tried under 70. I want to stress the brightness of this optic. I want to stress the clear glass. The emitter stays buried out of the way. Shake awake or auto awake or auto live technology. I mean, it's just a good optic for the money. Low profile, high profile mount in the box. And again, all of the information and linking will be in the description below. Definitely check it out. A great option from Amazon. It's a solid optic for the money. Thanks for watching. Thanks to AAC for sending out the ammo. Have a good one.